What's up, guys? This is Heis with the camera turned off. What's up, guys? This is Black Screen. Pow! Hey, there we go. Oh my god. That is way not at all the same setting that I had when I last recorded with this. Let me just zoom in. You don't need to see my trash bag and the fact that there's a staircase over there. Come on. Come on, camera. Hello. Good to see everybody today. Short stream today. Obviously, we still have our Century of Steam meeting here coming up, but Duro Valley took forever to get sorted and figured out. So, like, yeah, it was the whole thing. And then I was getting ready to stream like 15, 20 minutes ago, and then my my computer crashed in the middle of rendering the Duro Valley video, which is far from ideal. So it was obnoxious. That was a whole thing. So anyway, we're here now. We have a small amount of time. Dusty and Brett are in the chat, and we're gonna keep working on the suspension of the Montezuma. We're gonna figure that out. So, yeah. I look cold. I feel cold. It's probably because you're seeing my face with a nice camera for the first time, and my lights are probably too bright white versus yellow, and I could sit here and screw with that, but we have about an hour to stream, so we're not going to screw with that. Next time I will make my lights more yellow so I look more natural and less cold. I'm not cold. I have a cold still. You can hear it. Single tear. It'll eventually go away someday, before the heat death of the universe, perhaps. So but yeah, let me get a couple of these top chats, and then we will get into the stream and Montezuma making and all that stuff. So anyway, Digby Model Railway, welcome to the Brakeman. Good to see you, and thank you for supporting the channel. It's awesome. And then let's see, next, 2 peas in a pod. Can I buy a whistle from the Railroad Museum? No. I can't speak for the Railroad Museum, one. And we don't sell things. Occasionally, the museum will deaccession some stuff that is not important and historic to Colorado. And then they will do auction stuff. And so if that happens, and there's a whistle in there, then yes, you can. But we won't just sell a whistle. So that's the way it is. Because it's a museum, and it's a collection, and that's how that works. So anyway. Corey Gibson. Oh, God, here we go. A clown gave me the middle finger today. That was a rude jester. Yeah. Snow VRGT, how are you? Cheers to many months to come. Brakeman is 6 months. Thank you, man. I'm doing okay. Still feeling, and I see Tristan quoting Barbosa back at me. You love to see it. Jordan Freeman tonight on 3/4 Idiots take on the Oregon Trail. Brett gets then recovers from dysentery. I don't wish that on Brett. And if anyone was getting dysentery, it would be me because of cheese. Anyway, GP30 Foamer, a K28 with smoke deflectors. No, go away. Mike Hant. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. You're sitting here sick as well, but you're glad to be able to watch. Glad you are too. B&O 7611. Hope you feel better soon, sir. Also, we made it to a year on this channel. Also, love your gold lantern on the left. Cheers from Michigan. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, 12 months as an engineer. Appreciate you. Yeah, that gold lamp. That one. That's a Brakeman lantern that Jersey gave me for Christmas last year, I think. And by last year, I don't mean 2023. I mean 2022. Oh, yeah. Christ. Time's fake. It's fine. A101A, a 16 months with another 16 to go. Have you heard of a small railroad called the Alamogordo and Sacramento Mountain of New Mexico? No. And then Kenneth R. As James May once said, cheese. Cheese. Yes. Cheese. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Shooter 4, let the economy breaking begin, and all the other usual shenanigans. Thank you. All right. Well, let's get into this. Let me pop over to this. Oh my God, my face is now itty bitty up in this corner. I'm still sorting out the OBS setup with the new camera. We will figure all this out. But anyway, into Discord.
Sorting out the OBS setup.
Cheese.
Cheese. Yes. Cheese.
Cheese grommet.
Cheese grommet.
Cheese grommet. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna try and make a leaf spring. Here. Oh, shoot.
Leaf.
I should probably just grab the ones from Shawano. Let me see if I could find.
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
As a good start point, at least. I
Yeah.
assume that they would be the right size. So.
Close to. I mean, we're gonna have to have Denver Spring or whoever make us something. So I assume we just give them, this is the part envelope we need the spring to fit in. Go.
Right. Yeah. This is the weight. This is the size. You know.
Make happen.
Make thing.
Spring.
Please make spring.
It'll probably be that place in Canada,
E.
Making the springs in Canada,
Yep,
I can't believe these drawings exist to this choo-choo.
Not something I had on my bingo card.
Why can't we get... and this is the wrong choo-choo again. Every time I open this pile of PDFs, and I'm always like, oh yeah, this...
Line 2, item 2.
Yeah, this one. This choo-choo. The one that has 2 pilot drawings on it at the same time, because fuck the Rio Grande. Sorry, was that my outside voice? Yeah, it's fine.
Speak of drawings, we forgot to harass Joe.
Oh, we did.
Womp womp.
I don't... Dusty, do you have Joe Chafee's number?
Let me look. I don't remember if I do, but I think Jeff does if I don't.
Because one of us needs to text Joe or call Joe and be like, hey, Leighton Moreland said that you said that there are drawings of things. Can you get them for us? We need to ping him about that.
Yeah.
We could also do the responsible project managerial thing.
And tell Leighton to do it?
Leighton to harass him, yes.
Yeah, yes.
I told...
problem.
This is not me lambasting Leighton for no reason. But I did tell Leighton, hey, yeah, let's do this, and then we'll do a store, and you'll set it up, and you'll take care of the merch for the Heist channel. That'll be great. And that was a year ago, and you'll note that it's still not there. And that is not me lambasting Leighton and
planning a wedding, you know.
Well, he's busy. He's busy doing many things, buying expensive closets. It's fine. Anyway.
Not the Virginia City, unfortunately.
So
I guess I don't understand the closet one.
Oh, that's a recent thing that he sent
you
to
weren't
Brett and
there
I.
for that.
It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
actual closets. He and Brita have been working on remodeling stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He's not coming out of the closet. He's just buying a closet.
Correct.
He's literally buying a closet.
Correct. We love Leighton. And yeah, I'm not trying to put him on blast or saying that he's doing a bad job, because he is taking a huge mental load off of my shoulders. And thank God somebody is, because I'm close to making cockatoo sounds. Yeah, this past week. But anyway, yeah. So new store will be a thing soon. He actually thinks right after his bachelor party this weekend that he's gonna launch, and then we'll have it. So hopefully early next week you'll be able to buy things, including silly things, including the silly thing that we're actually we're close to sold out on, which is hilarious. Just from the nerds, the ES&D boxcar. We're gonna have to make more. We ordered 50. And I was like, there's no way we're ever going to sell 50. And then just the nerds of us
not even available to the public.
Not even available to the public, and we almost sold out of the 50. So yeah, Tristan did buy 2. And Tristan, you get to add to the load, yes. But actually, of all the things to do, I think working on Century Steam is the most fun. That's the thing I enjoy the most, despite software being a travesty. But anyway, so, but yeah, if you don't get a boxcar in the first run,
one you said that.
Oh, don't do that.
She knows already. She knows. Doesn't matter what
She's mad.
state, country you're in. She can hear you at all times.
You smell like boxcar. You smell like software. Said 491.
Smell like beef.
That's fine. So, But yeah, as awful as software things are, getting to make and see things come to life in a digital space like no one has ever made before, and knowing that I'm an idiot that doesn't know what he's doing in that space, but still just like nailing it, with Tristan's help, mostly nailing it because Tristan fixes it for me. That's one of the best things.
It counts.
It was one of the best things. I wish it paid me. Someday it'll pay me, but anyway. Let's get these top chats. Speaking of being paid. Hi, thank you, wonderful folks. Forge Gamer. Montezuma! Just like that. It was 2 rows of O's, so. Hello, Heis. Good to see you, my friend. Nicholas Downs has the heat wave hit Colorado. It was a blistering 30 degrees Fahrenheit in New York today. Yeah, it was
today.
It was 50 yesterday. I didn't go outside today because I am a goblin that lives at a computer. But yes, it has been much warmer. So anyway, Wild Game 69. Thank you for the $2. RJ Stanland, 1 more month. Mouth, you said mouth, I said month, to a year. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. 11 months as a brakeman. Appreciate you. And Thomas Reeks, 1 year, thanks to the economy breakers. Oh my God, have you really freeloaded a membership
for a month
for a literal year? That's awesome.
Dig it.
We love all of the economy breakers, and all of the members, no matter who they are. So, speaking of, I'm still scrolling. I guess I'll see who that is.
Speaking of, John Deere Boy, next top chat.
Oh, well, yes. Speaking of John Deere Boy, yes. It's about time I was able to make one of these streams again. Work has me busy. I feel you. I totally get that. You're good, my friend. Good to see you here. That 1 USRA 282. B screaming in fear twice. Oh, speaking of boards. You love to see it. Speaking of whoever just broke the economy, it's fine. Oh my God! The double birds! I gotta move myself out of the way. There we go. I'm going over here.
Are you eating a can of peaches, Brett?
No.
Somebody's eating something with a sounded like.
Oh, I'm not. I was conducting the birds. Like
it sounded like somebody was scraping something out of a can.
Oh.
Oh, that was me scraping my eggs out of the bowl.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah. I was talking with my mom the one time. She watches everything that I post in every stream, either live or later. So hi, Mom, if you're there.
Good Lord.
She's the super fan. And she commented and loved the fact that I just start to conduct the birds like a musical conductor every time the march begins. And it's like, well, now I have to. Like, I didn't realize that I was doing it every time. And then she pointed it out, and it's like, well, now I have to do that. So anyway.
Now it's part of the bit.
It is part of the bit at this point. Yeah. All right, we got to get through these top chats so we can design a spring in 50 minutes here. But SolidWorks, oh no, this again. Yeah, this again. You evil software. Wild Game 69, another $2. Thank you, my friend. Riker Lamberson, hi, so have y'all determined if the rear leaf spring will be upside down or not? You may have answered this in the stream since submitting the super chat. No, we actually haven't answered that yet, of course. But no, we actually realized that from the pictures of Shawano here, the drawings of Shawano, and looking at everything else, that it actually is right side up, and it's pretty normal, which just means that the firebox is narrower than all hell, which is quite interesting. So.
Do we have the grade area of Zuma?
We have, yes, some. We have.
We could use that as a nice little back check. I guess.
We have some specification about the grate size. I know the inside of the firebox is 48 inches long, only 4 feet. It's adorable. We have somewhere. Let me pull up. I know we have the spec sheet that. that Midland and Blue and a couple other people went through, and they digitized the spec sheet. And I know we have that saved somewhere. So let me scroll through and find where that is.
Find that.
Assume there it is. Okay. So this is the spec sheet. But actually done. Oh my God, Dusty. I'm feeding back through my stream is coming through your headset for some reason. Anyway. Yeah. So here's what we have in the spec sheet. 3-foot gauge, soft coal, square smoke box, 34-inch diameter at the first ring of the boiler. Steel firebox, 48.25 inch. Sorry, 48.25. That little 1/4 inch really gets you a lot. And it's 32 inches deep, which I would love to know what that means. It doesn't. It's like, is that to the grate?
To the crown?
Grate to the crown? That would be my guess, but I don't know.
That'd be my guess, but okay.
She had a row of hollow stays for Buick. Unclear. They could not translate whatever that was.
For Buick.
Which I mean it was her actual spec is I mean, it's in cursive and obnoxious, so like this is the actual spec sheet. And
the actual sheet is annoying to try and read.
Right, I mean, it literally looks like it says for Buick. And Montezuma was built a long time before a Lucerne was built, so I don't think it's actually for Buick. So
does that just say buck?
Maybe it's for buck.
The problem is, okay, you read it and it's like, okay, it says for buck. The fuck does that mean?
Is it fire brick?
Oh, fire brick, yeah.
Maybe
that could be. Yeah,
I can see an R and an I in there.
Right. If it's the big Ford F and then maybe IR, maybe it's fire brick.
Yeah.
But
the trouble is, whoever wrote this, their R's and I's and E's look remarkably similar.
This was Dr. Baldwin, so.
Dr. Baldwin.
Yeah. Anyways, going back to the text that we can actually read. She's got copper flues, and she has 100 of them, 1.5 inch, and they're only 6'2". So itty bitty. Number 6 set of cast iron grates. Yeah. Like, this is all we know. So
yeah.
Thankfully they had some journal stuff, but yeah.
Go back to the actual sheet for the flues or the tubes.
Let's see.
While you're staring at that, band end member for 18 months. Ooh, things for sale. Yes. Watch this spot for more information on those eventually, TM.
Yes.
Strasbourg Rofan 90, member for 18 months. Thank you, friend. Still waiting for the Lionel 6464 ES&D boxcar. Is that a Lionel thing? Is that a thing you are savvy to, Mark?
No, I don't know.
64.
64. I'm sure it's a model number.
So they're iron. They're iron
people.
They've got copper ferrules, is what it is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Look, yeah, it says material iron,
and then it says copper rings.
Copper rings on the firebox is common.
Even and then it says copper rings.
Oh,
okay.
I can state there is no intention whatsoever for any kind of Lionel chicanery at this point.
Leighton, turn your sound off on whatever.
Mic sensitivity.
Yep, figure it out.
You're feeding back.
Hi, how about now?
Hey, that's better.
There we go.
Well,
yes.
Game 69 donating $49.99. Thank you, friend. Gosh.
Wow. You'll have to see it.
Big dono.
But anyways, yes. Before Leighton so rudely interrupted, that's just an iron tube with a copper ferrule, which is what they do a lot of times nowadays with steel. Regular steel flues still.
Oh, good.
Right. Which makes enough sense.
Yeah, God, we did just dive in and then forgot about top chats. Sorry, that's my bad.
No, it's fine. You go about doing your thing. I can keep doing top chats.
I know that we had 2 sets of birds. One was from RCM 136, which has disappeared off of my scroll. So thank you, my friend. And then from Nicholas Downs as well. Thank you guys for sending the birds. We appreciate you. But yeah, Brett, if you keep going, I will start designing a spring.
Cool.
I will send this. I can send this thing to Dusty, and he can. Oh my God! There's more birds. There's more birds.
Conduct like you never conduct before.
Bird. Yeah, let me send this file to Duster, and then he can look at the spec sheet.
While you're doing that, we're going to get through top chats in a lightning round here.
Please
Brent
do.
Hinshaw, member for 19 months. Just stopping by to cash in my milestone message. Long live the Fairly. No, you are wrong, sir.
No. Fairly, I hope the Fairly dies fairly soon.
I hope the
Zach
Fairly
Himself,
has a
member for 13 months. Lucky number 13, and economies are made to be broken. We should hope so. We appreciate the support very much so.
Yes.
Maddie Miller donating I think Australian $10. Thank you, friend. Hi, Heist. My band fell apart this week. Tragic.
Oh. Bands.
I'm sure you've been there.
Bands are. It's just a relationship, but with a bunch of other dudes. So think of every argument you've gotten in with your girlfriend, and then just make it a dude, and he plays bass for you, and that's what it's like to be in a band. So,
am I fucking the bassist?
Well, you might be. But yeah, bands are, just intrinsically challenging. And then sometimes you've got a really cool band, and the lead guitar player, who's apparently irreplaceable, decides that he wants to play with trains with his friends more than he wants to play guitar in the band. And then he breaks everyone's heart and moves 1,200 miles away. But,
Where have I heard this before?
Wait a minute.
This sounds a little too familiar.
I miss my Hellbot boys, but it was the right choice. So,
on the subject of bands, vaguely, the Broad Top sends its regards.
Yes. I have yet to get a reply back from Angry about those things. But yes.
I will poke.
So
Virtual Railfan Productions donating $5. Just above freezing in dealing freezing rain rail. Assuming that's supposed to be freezing rain all day. There's a layer of ice at least an inch thick. Yikes.
It's frozen over the tracks.
Uh-oh, more birds inbound.
More verbs.
we love the birds. That is I trying to think of funny things to make for Top Chat announcements, and the bird that clip just sparks so much joy, and then the fact that you guys love it, and then that you cause it, warms my heart. So thank you. I saw it was Corey. It was the pun master himself. Thank you, Corey.
The pun masters.
Carry on. I need to measure a spring.
JSJ Inc. donating $2 Canadian. Thank you, A. My weekly reminder, it's Monday, time is fake. Yep, time is... Yes.
Yeah.
Sadness. Mainline Through the Rockies, member for 14 months. My birthday is in 10 days now. Can't wait to be 17. 17's a good one. Happy early birthday. If I think this will be the last Zuma stream before your birthday.
That was 20 years ago for me.
I was gonna say, it's been such a long time. Anyway,
more horrors, member for 12 months. My grandma doesn't let me use her card, so this is the last one for a while. Also, Fairly is the best Fairly. Also, Montezuma is Zumi boy. No, Zuma is Zumi, but Fairly is fairly bad.
It is. Things are so goofy.
God, we're so close.
I hope the Fairly has a fairly quick death.
Nicholas Downs donating $5. Thank you, friend. How often do you have to clean the flues on the steam engines at the museum? The little engines we clean, once, twice a year, maybe?
Annually, pretty much.
Yeah, annually, basically. And 91, I don't think we've cleaned her flues since we had the bad load of coal in 2016.
God, that was awful.
That's been a hot minute. There's Corey Gibson's membership
We probably clean it more often than that. But, I mean, you pull the brick, and then, she hardly ever plugs anything is the thing.
Yeah. Well, and coal just cleans itself, usually, unless you get a clogged one, so...
Yeah, the little engines, because they short cycle through the flues, because there's no brick. I mean, they plug up pretty easy, pretty quick. But yeah,
especially the lower couple rows.
Like you'll end up like every annual you'll end up with something like 10 or 15 flues that are plugged solid. But 91, I mean, she just does not have that problem. God, when was that? I have that picture somewhere of 91 just as a solid wall.
That would have been, I think that was 16.
I think it was 16 because Jeff Barrier is one of the guys cleaning the flues. So
yeah, it would have been 16. The economy donating $2. The economy says, "Ow."
As the economy should.
Wild Game 69 donating another $5. Thank you, friend. Solaris, the long hauler rail fan, donating $5. Thank you, friend. Hey, there is an yawn else having issue with the spell check.
All right, here you go. So here's Jeff and Fred in the Firebox. I stopped in for lunch to see what was going on because we had tried to fire up 91, and the brick is out. Most of the brick is out. That's the tube sheet. You should be seeing tubes. Yep. It's just like a brick wall. And then, yeah, there's another picture.
Hey, man.
Jeff leaning in doing the thing, and Fred was there with him. Look, there's a tube. There's a tube. There's a superheater flue with a hole the size of a tube. And I mean, just like that 203 flues and tubes, and she plugged them solid. That coal. Fuck that coal. Fuck that coal.
Horrendous.
That was awful. Yeah. So anyway, carry on.
3900 class member for 16 months says time is indeed fake. Oh, I'm about to make Mark feel old. I turn 29 tomorrow, which is actually the start of the 30th year. How?
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Time is indeed fake, friend. Happy birthday.
Okay.
If no one watched Mark's latest Build-A-World video, it's a perfect existential crisis on his face. He realizes how long ago he had model railroad.
That was so funny. That moment was so funny. Yeah. Because I sat there and was like, oh my god, how long ago was that? And spoilers, I sceneried that layout when I was 14. So it's been a goddamn minute. Anyway.
Yikes. Patrick McNeely donating $10. Thank you, friend. Remember to adjust your alternator belts. I had both of mine snap, but my little 240 still got me home. Granted, the water pump wasn't spinning, but it got me home. Temp was 30 degrees today, so it was fine.
Water pumps are overrated. It's fine.
It's fine.
340.
So if you guys want another time is fake moment,
probably
a year and 4 days ago is when we plotted the first EBT trip.
I told Brill Bus that I would get the Trolley Museum tour video before the anniversary of the fucking time when we were there, and you know I still might, but it might be close. It's fine. Time is indeed fake.
It's fine. This is probably fine.
It's fine.
They said, but it wasn't fine.
340 and then 283. Do we know the driver size on the Shawano?
Hold, please.
Because we're MS painting to figure out how wide the spring needs to be. Because if it's like Zuma, it's got 40 inches, but I mean it was the freight one, so it probably has smaller drivers for whatever reason. Yeah.
According to Steam Locomotive, they had 36 inches.
I would believe that. Okay.
Yeah, that seems to track.
All right, so the leaf springs are about 30-inch wide. We'll make them, and that's on center. So 30-inch on center we can do. Cool.
Does that agree with the Fletcher drawing roughly?
Well, I haven't compared, but yeah, we can take a quick look. It's probably a good shout. Let's see.
At least I mute my microphone when I do that, Brett.
I couldn't get to the button. I apologize.
Likely story.
I usually use push to talk, but on streams it's a pain in the butt to turn the mic on and off and whatever. And if I'm in the middle of SolidWorks, my brain doesn't work for the for that, which is funny. All right, let's see. What, Mr. Fletcher? What did you?
Mr. Fletcher. No.
Oh no.
Somebody's feeding back again.
Yeah, so somebody's feeding back, and somebody's computer is very mad about something.
Yeah. Somebody needs to update their shit.
Sorry, my work is trying to give me an aneurysm right now.
Of course, it's late.
Leighton, you're having some technical issues, my friend.
It's called I'm working on a program that the developers stopped supporting a couple years ago, but didn't supply a suitable. But their replacement program was not fit for purpose at the time.
Is it fit for purpose yet?
Debatably. Nobody at my office knows how to do station and offset points yet. So not like we ever need those.
It's fine. Everything we do is
brain cell.
Everything.
It's fine.
It's fine. Get me out.
Yeah, no,
Please.
Brett, on center with the leaf springs, on the Fletcher drawing, it's more like 26, and then overall is like 29 maybe. So, I think we probably go with the Fletcher drawing, I guess.
Yeah, split the difference. It is a lighter engine, so well, I guess, but it has fewer axles. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Corey Gibson donating $5. Excuse me. I do wonder what people have against the horse I rode in on. You know what you did.
You know exactly what you
Wild
did.
Game 69 donating another $5. Hi Heis, you're my favorite YouTuber, and I want all the money I send to go to Zuma or 3/4 of an idiot.
We can make that happen. That's very easy because
considering what's coming this weekend, that can be made to happen.
very easily. Yeah, we are Disney World. We go to Disneyland. Leighton's bachelor party is this weekend. I don't know if we'll film anything or not, but we're gonna have it's gonna be a time.
Make sure you get footage of the teacups and or the
Matterhorn.
Matterhorn, that one, yeah.
Go say hi to Sonny.
Yeah.
You know, I think we already have some volunteers for puking on the teacups, so
gladly.
Last year was the Matterhorn, so you got to have somebody do it on both, just in case.
Yeah, last I heard it was the Matterhorn too, but yeah. I part of me really is just wants to see the Stromboli, and then part of me just really doesn't. So I guess we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I might have a feral cat reaction. I might get us thrown out of Disneyland. Might happen.
A feral cat reaction. You're gonna arch your back like a bridge mode.
Yes.
His hair is gonna stand straight up. You go.
Yeah.
We're gonna break into Mark's house and start a live stream to bail Mark out of jail.
that is a distinct possibility, but it's okay.
You know what? If the thing we remember from my bachelor party is getting kicked out of Disneyland, we'll at least get a story out of it.
That is very, very true.
And it won't involve citrus, maybe.
I don't want to.
I would throw a lime at that man as hard as I could, and that would actually be
lime.
That would be the shit postiest way to do it. We have to get a lime in case we see Stromboli, and we throw a lime at him as hard.
Emergency.
How are you going to tell your therapist about that one, Mark? How? And what do we do?
Tell his therapist. What the fuck are we going to tell Anaheim PD?
What? Disneyland's not cool and doesn't have their own police department like Lakeside?
I'm sure they do. We'll break your kneecaps. Swimming with the fishes. Swimming with Nemo. Rutger Lamberson donating $5. Thanks, Fred. What engineering factors go into the size of the leaf spring needed?
The weight, the weight carried, and there's more than that. Actually, was thinking about going to grab my engineering textbook because I know there's leaf spring stuff in there in terms of number of leaves, width and size. That's really what determines the weight it can carry. We're just trying to make it look correct, and while I'm on a live stream, I don't need to go sift through a textbook on a live stream. How exciting is this? Okay, mechanics and materials, So we're gonna make it approximately the right size geometry wise, and do a gut check, and call it a day on the leaf spring.
This is one of those parts we are not going to be making.
Yeah.
So,
so
the goal is
the actual...
to provide. Yeah. Go for it.
I mean, Brett's absolutely right. We're not going to make this because this is not something that is simple to make, and people who make springs should be making springs, not us.
Heat treating is scary when it's very, very large things.
Yeah. Goal is to provide somebody that makes springs a thing that says, hey, we would like a spring this big.
This big that can carry this weight that has these details. Congrats.
Right. This part in SolidWorks really is more for how do we design the spring rigging around it.
SolidWorks, what part of you thought that that's what I wanted? I would love to know, SolidWorks. What part of you thought that is what I wanted from that operation? You garbage fucking software.
I think it's the part that I think it's the solid part because it was trying to make a solid shape.
Yeah, but that's an oxymoron because then solid works, but it didn't work. Or it's not an oxymoron; it's a catch-22.
But I said that's why I said the solid part because it clearly didn't work, so it couldn't be the works part.
That's fair. CPC Farms donating $2. Jersey has the JAT keychain. Jat keychain.
It's a reference to the orange hat, the Jat.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
Digby Model Railway donating $2.79 Canadian dollars. Thank you. Heiss will become a Thundercat, I think in reference to your feral cat response.
Lionel! Yes.
Do you pull the sword from the stone and just go ham then?
Perhaps.
At that point, the park's telling you to do it.
Yes.
Fair enough.
You missed Jordan Freeman donating $1.99. Asked why not go to Knott's instead and see some RGSs. And the railroad's actually shut down right now. They're actually rebuilding the whole entire railroad right now. They've hired an outside firm to come in and do all the tracks.
They fixing their tracks so that their brand new, perfectly rebuilt choo-choo doesn't kill itself on their garbage track, because their track was, I mean, I don't know if it was garbage, but it was not.
It's a theme park.
It was not ideal, put it that way. So, yeah.
Solaris, the long hauler rail fan, donating $10. Thank you, friend. Heiss, have you seen the Millbrook Railroad video of the steamer's axle bushings and the amount of play it had? It's been a while since that video.
No, I have not. I haven't checked in on Millbrook stuff. I've met Aaron in person, and he's a sweetheart. Super nice guy, super funny guy. And his railroad, the Millbrook Railroad, is like as ES&D as it gets in live Steam for reals. And he was messaging me over Discord earlier this week. I guess it was last week, but whatever. And he's like, yeah, I think I found the reason that I derail so much. I think I found the problem. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, so I'm using this rail, this aluminum rail, and I don't have any tie plates. And I was like, you're using aluminum rail in temperature swings that wide, and you don't have tie plates? Duh, your gauge is crap. You know what I mean? I was like, well, there's your problem. Jesus Christ. And
a fender bender.
He proceeded to be like, well, they've never made tie plates for this size of rail and this thing. And I'm like, well, you're totally fair, but like, that is your problem, my friend.
Yeah.
And so he's looking like he's going to 3D print and then cast his own tie plates, which more power to you.
Ass.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
you're a maniac, but kick ass.
Yeah.
Cast thousands of tiny tie plates.
There you go. Do the thing.
Full send.
So
full bore into the void.
We love
and into the abyss. It's not
Wild Game 69 donating $5 and never failed to make me laugh.
There you go.
Mickley, member for 13 months. Thank you, friend. Well, there's
Mick?
an issue. It started thinking. SolidWorks, $2. Skill issue.
Wow.
Thanks.
And Striker donating $10. Hey guys, I finally, hopefully, fixed my PC and was thinking of getting into modeling when it's all set up. Do you guys have any suggestions where to get railroad blueprints? Thanks.
There is a Discord that I feel like I've sent the invite to everybody. It's a public Discord called the American Railroad Diagram Archive Discord. And they have not everything. They don't have everything. There's actually so many diagrams that just don't exist. See, the Montezuma. But they have a ton of stuff all over the place. That is a great place to go look for diagrams and blueprints and things. Otherwise, you're left to, contacting institutions and hoping that they have and or know about the things. Because, apparently the museum has Zuma's cab drawing. And the museum didn't know that the museum had that when I asked the library. So, anyway.
And I have pestered Joe Chafee about that.
Oh, you have? Okay.
We were talking about this earlier.
We chatted about this before you showed up, so yeah.
He will allegedly get them for us on Saturday.
Ah, well, good.
Oh.
You like that.
Smiddle, member for 19 months. Wow, 19 months. And Two Penny Studios donating $5. Thank you, friend. Now that you have the Fender Bender voice line, I know you do, Winky Face. Why not use it? LOL.
It's true. Two Penny Studios sent me several voice lines earlier that were great.
Rock slide.
Yeah.
That's a fender bender.
We're gonna use all these.
Time penalty. Time penalty.
Yeah, we love those.
Sonic 519. Go ahead.
We ran out of space in the Studio 346 Discord for more shit posts, unfortunately. And so we have to live with, the shit posts that we have of like me screaming about code being broken for 3 hours. So
this time with gloves.
This time with gloves. I mean, as you do. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, there we go.
This time with gloves.
Sonic Nick. Just that.
Those are all very important things.
My favorite.
Square.
Sonic Nick 519 donating $2. At Knott's, there was a section with no cross section. Don't know what you mean quite by that. And Corey Gibson donating $5. Justice is a dish best served cold. If it was served warm, it would be called just water.
Oh, just ice. Yeah.
Just ice. Yeah.
Infallible logic there.
Damn it, Corey. I'm guessing half-inch leaves.
That feels
sure,
right.
why not? And Tristan says, for 3 hours!
Yeah, for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
That was that moment. I was so mad. And then Jake caught it on not on Spotify. Jake caught it with Shadow Play. He caught me full cockatoo. Because Tristan and I spent a ton of time troubleshooting something that I programmed, and everything made sense, but it just didn't work. And it was like, why in the fuck is it doing this?
Marky.
And then for 3 hours.
Marky.
Yes.
Top toolbar. To the right of your sketch tools, you've got trim entities, convert entities, offset entities.
Okay.
Offset entities is going to be your best friend for this.
Oh.
Sally forth.
Oh,
you might have to break it so you only do the one line rather than the whole shape, but...
Right. That is, wow. Okay. Today I learned. You can just do that real quick.
Hey, I just wanted to pop in and say something I realized today was, you can Flintstone stop Pee-wee.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I would.
It's not recommended, but it's technically possible.
I wouldn't do that.
That sounds like a good way to lose your ankles.
Yeah.
I would not do that. But you could
Sounds
do that.
ill-advised. Mike Call 1255 donating $5. Thank you, friend. Code being broken. Color me surprised.
Wow.
It's not broken. It just isn't fixed yet. And Colin Spencer, member for 8 months. Would you still like to collab with Kerbo?
Sure, if he wants to play Railroader or something, sure. Yeah, if he's interested. Last time we chatted about it or something, like, or I commented on one of his videos, he didn't seem like he was interested. But if he is, I mean, sure. It'd be fun.
To answer your question, Goose, Jimmy, my friend from the COG, says, "How about Yabba Dabba Don't?"
Thank you, Jimmy.
So, Mark, is this where I once again extend the you are always welcome back on the Q&S whenever you want?
Yeah, feel free and extend that, and then I will look at my calendar and then have an anxiety attack, and then hopefully show up.
Well, I don't want the anxiety attack part.
Well, unfortunately, if you look at my calendar, you'd have one too, but that's all right. I don't think we want that many of them. I think we want to do that. It only looks like it's like 2 leaves of thickness at the end. I don't know why I'm individually sculpting each leaf, because I'm going to extrude it and SolidWorks is going to be like, yeah, it's going to look like this, bud. And it's just not going to look right anyway. So. It's fine.
Riveting conversation tonight.
Yeah, apparently.
Just like the
Well,
rivets
there's
in the
no
boiler.
rivets, it's just leaf springs.
It's
they get a single rivet.
I guess it wasn't entertaining enough for Goose.
Bye, Goose.
Goose said bye.
Oh, there's back.
Oh, he's back.
He left
I
for
think
dramatic effect. It's fine. Also,
No,
hi,
I don't know
Scott.
what happened. I got dragged somewhere else.
Was it Apollo? Was he a good kitty?
No, he's actually on... He's not on his tree. Is he on one of my dining room tables? Or chairs?
I was just
Sounds like you have multiple dining room
No,
tables.
I have one table. He likes to lay on the chairs under the table. So
I work at
sometimes-
Lockheed Martin. I'll meet you in my second dining room.
We have the formal dining room and the daily dining room.
My dining room is
plebeian
combined
dining
with
room.
my office. I don't have that much room.
Is that a Lockheed Martin thing? That would explain why my wife wants a second eating table then.
What?
Well, none of you have
For eating
ever
cake.
had the grandparents with the formal dining room and then
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I would give you shit for that, Leighton, because this is like the most Leighton Moreland thing you've said in a while. But I also, yeah, my grandma still actually has. She moved and she kept her. We eat here, but like when we're fancy, we eat here table.
Right.
So
This is the dining room that has the fancy china and everything always set up, and nobody is allowed to touch it.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
But my model trains are a useless waste of space.
Sonic Nick says, going back to my top chat, there were sections of the rail at knots that were literally missing the profile of that rail head, especially at the crossings.
Oh well, you know that's fine.
That's what you call head loss.
That's a problem.
And that is a problem.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that if you lose the head of the rail and you're now relying upon the web, you're gonna have gauge issues.
You're gonna have a bad time. In between the tires skipping over the spike heads. Rutger Lamberson donating $5. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the answer on leaf springs. I won't ask you to read an engineering text on stream, but what other parts will be commissioned for Zuma? What other parts are going to be commissioned for Zuma?
I mean, we're not gonna cast the drivers ourselves. I mean, we actually might be involved in the casting, maybe, but we're like, it's not we're not gonna make it in the garage. Put it that way.
Yeah, we're not gonna be riveting a mud ring in Mark's garage.
Why not?
I was gonna say.
Well,
Not
depends.
with that attitude.
There's been talk of having the boiler contracted out because it's just easier that way. A lot of the cast components, like Mark said, we don't own a foundry, so although we're going to be involved in that process, it's ultimately going to be somebody else that's handling that piece of it. Of course, fixtures like valves and water glasses and lamps and shit like that are going to be, store-bought.
SolidWorks, why
What
won't
kind of
you
water
select...
glass does Montezuma have?
What kind of what, sorry?
What kind of water glass would Montezuma have?
Old. Kind of scary.
An
The
old
four-post.
sketchy one.
Probably just a piece of glass with a valve on either end of it with nothing else around it.
Probably.
Yeah, you guys can make that.
We will probably put Sergeant glasses on it.
Yeah, probably put...
Because that's what we're used to, and they're still relatively correct looking.
Yeah, they're close enough, and we won't necessarily die.
And we can get parts for them.
We won't die.
But did you die?
But did you die?
Speaking of but did I die, I must make chicken parm. So, gentlemen, and Dusty, I will talk to y'all later.
Wait a sec.
Bye, Layton.
Bye, Layton.
Bye, Layton.
Bye.
Bye.
That reminds me, I have to order water glass parts tomorrow when I get to work.
Yeah,
And
you do.
cement.
Yeah, cement too.
Don't forget.
No forgetty.
SolidWorks.
That's what you wanted, right?
SolidWorks.
You wanted just a big fucking piece of pallet banding bent into the shape of a giant banana.
Fucking SolidWorks. SolidWorks. You're fucking trash garbage.
So you just put the coil springs in the middle of that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
That's how that works.
Oh god, chat just jumped. I've been lagging apparently. Slurus, long haul rail fan, donating $5. Thank you, friend. One thing about the Flintstones breaking is the live Steam community uses quite often, as in the 7.5-inch gauge. My 7.5-inch gauge engine doesn't have brakes.
It's a 7.5-inch gauge engine. It doesn't weigh 8 tons.
You're also inside of it.
Yeah.
Golden House member for 9 months. Looks to me like you're designing a weird bow yard for somewhere, kind of like the Bryson yard.
Kind of.
Those parallel lines. I'm gonna butcher this name. Tsukunya? Donating $5. Thank you, friends. Heist, your SolidWorks is giving me anxiety. Is there some way I can help professionally certified? Believe it or not, we are professionally certified as well.
Yeah, if you can believe it. It's almost like it's just been, I don't know, 10 years since I took SolidWorks classes. It's fine.
Doing SolidWorks in front of an audience is tremendously challenging. Like you don't realize until you try to do it.
Yeah.
Cut the man some slack.
It's
With the offers appreciated though. Blues Crew gifted 10 memberships. You're awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Corey
you,
Gibson donating $5. Dating a waitress is great. They can bring a lot to the table.
Corey. Corey.
To SolidWorks.
Corey.
Still issue.
Damn it, Corey.
And Blues Crew donating $20. Wow. Thank you, friend. Came here late. What piece are you working on?
Leaf spring.
The
driver spring, which would look better if SolidWorks was, not trash goblin garbage pile, but here it is. I'm just gonna extrude this through the thing and call it a day. I think that's the move.
That's fine.
Why are you not defined? SolidWorks, why are you so needy? We're trying to make this to look right at this point, so.
Yeah. This is a part envelope. This is not a part.
You're trying to get the idea of the part, not the part itself.
Yeah. Very much the case. The Gaming Taco member for 10 months asked, have you seen 4014 crash by landed animation?
There's birds! Who gives a damn about that guy's shitty animations?
Wow. Tell us how you feel.
The answer is yes, he has seen them.
I have seen that they're there. I actually haven't watched them. I've just seen the thumbnail of the one he did for 4449, and it was like, why did you?
Yeah.
Like it's bad. I haven't actually watched it. People have told me I should react to it, and it got a couple 100,000 views, so maybe I should. Low-hanging fruit for the content, but yeah.
Feed the machine.
Yeah.
And Chris Steele donating 50 memberships. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Digby Model Railway donating Canadian 279. Thank you, sir. How do I bird?
You donate 50 memberships and the birds show up. That's how that works in Stream Elements.
Oh.
So
I forgot the birds were a thing. I thought that question was literally him asking how to be a bird.
Well, how do you be a bird? I mean, make loud noises.
Throw things.
Get really
throw things.
Rip the William J. LePetamine Memorial Tollway off of the wall of the museum. Love you, Jeff, if you're watching. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you want to be a bird, just tape bolt cutters to your face.
Yeah, become the pair of bolt cutters behind me. Yeah.
Rex Anger with an Aussie $7 reduce. Thank you. If I were a maker of suspension components, I'd kill for a spring tree. For the leaves, that is.
Damn it, Rex. There we go. Close enough. Ish.
Speaking of Streamlabs,
it needs... if I put that in there, it's gonna need the hangers, and the hangers are probably... My brain wants to say they're 3-inch, but they're probably not 3-inch. They're probably smaller.
I'd buy 3-inch. 2.5 maybe. No, 2.5, 3 inches.
350.
This is how engineering is done, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it vaguely there? Cool. God, I always reference that one moment in that Stuff Made Here video when he was like, I did the typical engineering thing of making it out of really thick steel and hoping. It's just like, heavy. It was just like, why you gotta out us all like this? Like, why you gotta tell the entire internet that this is what we do? So, yeah. That was
Jimmy,
freaking funny.
Jimmy from the COG asking, now for the question of the night. Of the two, which would you have, SolidWorks or MATLAB?
Jimmy!
Jimmy!
No! Jimmy! You dick! Why? Why? Jimmy! You're no! Can I say no? Can I burn them both down? You dick! Jimmy! Not cool, man! Wow!
SolidWorks, but it's entirely vector-based out of MATLAB arrays.
I was gonna say, it's all arrays.
Brett. It's all arrays, always has been!
Brett, can I introduce you to ANSYS?
No,
you cannot.
Interframe.
No, you cannot.
Donating $2. I should make like a spring and leaf. Boo.
Boo hiss.
Rex Anger with another $7 reduce. I'd also like to say that these streams are awesome. Come for the relaxing choo-choo out of thin air vibes. Stay for tormenting the streamers.
Dollar
Damn it, Rex. Well, I mean, Jimmy just won the tormenting the streamers by triggering us as hard as he possibly could, but...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, ANSYS Mechanical was never...
No one asked you, you fuck ass! Get out! Bye! Oops.
Donating $2.
Oops, Goose disappeared. Oh, look, he's back. Look, he disappeared again. Wow.
Ow!
Goose, you're having connection issues.
Bonk! Bonk!
CPC Farms donating $2. Heist, next time you make a 3D model, use SketchUp. I think it's supposed to be SketchUp.
SketchUp. Yes.
SketchUp.
And no, don't use SketchUp. Don't.
SketchUp is a wonderful tool for people that are starting out, and it has its uses. Yeah. It is not good for what we're doing here. It is not
what we need. Yeah.
Invented ketchup? What?
We'll tell you when you're older, Dusty.
Okay.
Mad Lab member for 9 months. Hey, Heist, get to finally catch a stream after 3 months. Having a full-time job really drains the energy.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. You're in good company, friend.
Yeah.
Corey Gibson donating $5. I've heard so much about the Eye of the Tiger, but how come no one talks about the other 4 letters?
No, Corey. No. Stupid. Stupid.
Glenn Holland, $5. Thank you, friend. I arrived just in time to be triggered by MATLAB memories. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah,
thanks for the shout out in your recent herder bit.
You're so welcome, my friend.
Shameless plug for Glenn. He's putting up a new model this Friday, and it is fucking gorgeous.
I've heard legends. He showed me and some of the other folks in Jersey server a sneak peek a while back.
It's very cool.
Looks cool.
It's a very pretty chooch. Matt Houston donating $5. Thank you, friend. I'm still down for a Jersey marketable plushie. Hell, I'd buy the whole crew as plushies, trains included, and Beth.
No, please no, don't do that to him.
Does a Dusty plushie come with a bottle of Jack?
Hey.
No, Dusty does not like Jack.
Oh,
it would come with a bottle of 291.
Ooh, there you go.
And I don't know how I feel about people squeezing me that I don't
know. I was about to say, at what point does the plushie become a voodoo doll?
Exactly.
Or worse, wind up in a jar.
Miller,
member for 16 months. Wait, so MS Paint isn't a modeling software?
No. If it was, I'd use it, as everyone knows, because before I started having Wings and Strings, the awesome they be, make my thumbnails, I would trim everything out manually in MS Paint and then use Canva, which is Leighton Moreland's fiance's. Oh my god, I'm gonna make a wedding invitation software of all time. Not to at Rita that hard, but kind of. Yeah, I use that to blend the things together, so it's fine.
Good lord,
it's fine. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No, I'm not.
No, I didn't deny it. Blendpine X is donating $5. When are good times I could swing by the museum? I want to see the space at, above, and around the fire doors. Also, how hot do those doors get?
The doors? I mean, the doors usually are about 300 when we're sitting in the shop. With like a light idle fire. I haven't temp gunned them when they're working hard, but they don't glow. It's not like they get stupid hot. Oh, Blendpie. Oh yeah, Blendpie is trying to make he's trying to make a GoPro mount for the fire door for me, which is fucking awesome.
Ooh, if
yeah.
you've got his info, Mark, send him my museum email, and
okay,
I'm in touch with him, and basically any Tuesday through Saturday. But
the fuck.
Yeah, Blendpie, shoot me a message on Discord or shoot me an email at the channel email. It's in the About tab, and then we can we'll get you sorted. Come look at stuff. Because yeah,
Yearly Gymnast 98. Yearly Gymnast 98 donating $5. Thank you, friend. Me, who has to use both MATLAB and SolidWorks for my aero engineering degree. Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah. Yep.
Got the T-shirt.
Yep.
Got the therapy bills to prove it.
Yeah, I've got the therapy bill. Well, I don't have the therapy bills. I have the student loan bills to.
You don't have a therapy bill because airplanes, because the alphabet for airplanes is like, do you have mental health problems? Then you cannot touch an airplane. Congrats.
Hi, FAA. I am not in therapy.
For legal purposes, this is a joke.
For legal purposes,
Thank
I
you,
would like
FAA,
to continue
for
flying
letting
a plane.
me not do therapy.
Yeah.
CPC Farms donating $2. I use SketchUp for 3D architecture, made $400. I mean, it's a good program. It's just not it can't handle assemblies as complex as this. It's very much not for modeling machines.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with SketchUp. It's just not the correct choice for this.
Proper tool for the proper job. It's just not the proper tool.
I did not make my thing to match. My saddle's not tall enough, apparently, to match the Fletcher drawing.
Chris Gill donating $5. At least it isn't Creo. We have to use Creo at work, and I don't know about anyone else, but I hate
we use
it.
Creo
I've
at work
heard
too, and I
Creo's-
hate it.
I've heard Creo's pretty bad.
Creo is ass.
I've never had to use it.
I had
Yearly
to learn it
Gymnast
for
98,
work.
another $5. Me, who has to use both SolidWorks and MATLAB. Oh, I think we already got that one, or is that a duplicate chat?
We got that one. I don't know if it's duplicate or not.
I think it's a duplicate chat.
Either way, look, we have Leaf Spring. It matched thing. I need to turn off this thing so we could take a look. And unfortunately, as short as this stream was, we have our Century Steam meeting that I have to be at right here.
Now?
Right now, pretty much.
Right now.
And I have to pee still, so it's like, goddamn. But yes, we did the thing. Did we get all the top chats?
No, there's still a few.
No, there
we
a whole
gotta-
bunch just came in. Real quick, Rex Anger, Aussie $7 reduce. Bottle of Jack, but what about the buttered sausage?
About butter.
What about the buttered sausage?
Abe Lincoln, member for 10 months. Good evening, Heist. Hope your day was good, and hope SolidWorks doesn't give you too much trouble. It was actually pretty good tonight.
I was not too bad today, yeah.
Glenn Holland, $5. Thank you, friend. I built it, and I'm going to run it on the main line. Winky face.
Yes.
Something like that. Rails to Fails, $5. Leaf Springs. They really spring into action when it counts. If not, they just leave you in a ditch, and with a large repair bill. Now climbs.
It's several.
And Rutger Lamberson.
The birds. And I mean, I know we're trying to get all the top chats out of here so Tristan doesn't get too mad at me, but I edited the saddle to put it at the Fletcher drawing place, and it just looks like the Rio Grande just loves to have leaf springs that punch the boiler on every locomotive they've ever made, ever, or run, ever. Thanks, Baldwin. Thanks, Rio Grande. Thanks, Baldwin.
We're gonna
Stares
have
at
to make stupid little
346.
cutouts in the jacket, like 346.
It kind of looks like it. I mean, I would honest to God lower this this assembly a little bit. But...
Fuck it.
Or like 20s got lowered by Strasbourg.
Oh, yeah. Well, of the modifications they made, that's like one that I can actually agree with. But anyway,
Absolutely.
okay, carry on. More top chats.
Anyway, finishing top chats. Board meeting.
Rutger Lamberson, $5. Last chat for the night, not a materials question. When the model is finished, are you planning to use it to make 3D printed Zumas for merch?
We probably will, yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Rex Anger with $7 more dues. Goose needs no therapy. Planes are therapeutic in so many ways, and for good and ill.
That's true.
They are. Birdie Fred is the one behind the birds. Thank you, friend.
50 birds, yeah.
And Matt Houston, which will be, or no, there's two more. $10 from Matt Houston. Thank you, Fred. AutoCAD is what I used for my Stevenson's rocket blueprints, and watching you make this, I can safely say I'm very glad I never touched SolidWorks. It's a very capable program.
But it's also very
sometimes.
stupid. Yeah.
And finally, last chat of the night, Chris Gill, $5. Does whoever used Creo on the chat happen to work at LM? I think that is a question
yes.
to solve
Lockheed
internally.
Martin. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does. All right, guys.
And I'm in test.
They're actually probably watching the stream in the Century Steam Dev Discord, being like, "When's that asshole gonna show up to the
When are they
meeting?"
gonna shut the fuck up and get over here?
So we're gonna go do that. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for the love, the top chats, the many birds. That was a lot of birds for a short stream. So love all that. We will catch you all.
We will not be back next week.
We will not be back next week. That's true. We'll have to do Montezuma Tuesdays, in which I'm probably going to be hungover from Leighton's bachelor party, just as a thing. And there's more birds and Wild Game 69 with a $20 donation, and there's more birds from Mike B.
The birds are going to play us.
The birds are playing us out. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you all next time. Take it easy.
Oh, I literally